the question number 1 is
Displacement.
change in position of a body from initial to final point is called shortest distance होता है तो हम displacement करते हैं.
Okay.
It's shortest distance नहीं है, so distance आ जाएगा हमारे पास. And next is motion of a screw of rotating fan. Rotating fan is a rotatory motion. And a cyclist traveling in westward direction and produce a deceleration of 8 meters per second to stop. The direction of acceleration is towards
East.
Yes. It would be in the east direction. Acceleration. Girls walk 3 kilometers towards west and 4 kilometers towards south. What is the magnitude of a total distance? Total distance calculate करना है. So 7 की वैल्यू तो उसके अकाउंट में आएगी ही. And
5 kilometers displacement.
5 kilometers and 7 kilometers.
Yeah.
And because the only possible option is D. Pythagoras theorem लगेगा इसमें because हमारे पास shape. You have studied about the Pythagoras theorem, na?
Yeah.
This was towards south 4 and 3. 4 square plus 3 square 16 plus 9 25 under root 5. Okay. A rider is training a horse and moves 60 meters towards right in 3 seconds and turn back and travel 30 meters in 2 seconds. Average velocity calculate. They have asked us to find out the average velocity. Which total distance over total displacement हमेशा subtract करके find out करते हैं. So 60 minus 30 would be 30 divided by total time is 5. So 5 into 30 is 6. 6. Next is if a cyclist has an. Can I go to the next one? Clear about this?
But
then we have a cycle. Sorry?
The total distance is 90 meters.
No, they have velocity. उन्होंने पूछा ना velocity will use displacement. Displacement minus करके find out करते हैं. Speed होता तो हम लोग speed होता तो हम नहीं. And cyclist had an acceleration of 2 meters per second for 5-second velocity. Acceleration is equals to change of velocity over time. So acceleration into time would be 10. 10 आ जाएगा. Because acceleration is given as velocity over time. They ask velocity to acceleration into time, which is 5 into 2. Then a car is moving with a velocity of 10 meters. Acceleration is this in time. What is the final velocity? Again, A is equals to Vf minus Vi over time. So they have given the acceleration as 2. 2 into 10 is 20 is equals to Vf minus initial velocity is 10 meters. It would add on the other side. So 20 plus 10 is 30 meters per second. 30 is option A. Then we have when a body, when the slope of the body's displacement time graph increases, the moving object is. If the velocity, if the slope is increasing, हम लोगों ने कल ही discuss किया था. What would be the answer? उसकी velocity क्या करी होगी?
Increasing.
Non-uniformly तो उसने नहीं बोला हुआ. So हम constant velocity पे जाएंगे. Because ये shape आएगी ना. Displacement time graph दिया मैंने. So constant velocity. अगर speed time graph होता तब we would have gone for the increasing velocity. Displacement time graph, it would be a constant velocity. You get this one?
Yeah.
Should I explain further?
Explain a bit more.
Okay. If we would have a velocity time graph and the slope was increasing, we would have gone with the increasing velocity. But उन्होंने displacement time graph दिया हुआ. The slope of the displacement, so the shape would be like this. That is the only possible shape. So the constant velocity. Okay.
Okay.
अच्छा जी, next question. You give the answer. Maximum height पे क्या होगी इसकी value?
0.
Acceleration की बात बोल रहा है वो, velocity की नहीं.
Magnetic.
Acceleration due to gravity की value क्या होती है?
B.
9.8 मीटर पर सेकेंड. स्लोप ऑफ डिस्टेंस टाइम ग्राफ हमें क्या देता है? कल ही हमने डिस्कस किया था.
The speed.
यस, अगर स्पीड टाइम ग्राफ सॉरी डिस्प्लेसमेंट टाइम ग्राफ होता तो हम वेलोसिटी चूज करते हैं. एरिया इन द ग्राफ हमें क्या बताता है?
Area under graph equals to the
डिस्टेंस
distance.
ट्रैवल. Next is time is 5 seconds. Acceleration has to be calculated and the velocity is 20 meters per second. So 20 divided by 5 is, because acceleration is equal to velocity over time and velocity is 20 and time is 5. So this would give a value of 5 meter per second square. अगर उसे velocity की further values भी दिए होते initial and final तो हम उसको भी use कर सकते थे, but उसने नहीं दिया हुआ sense, so we'll simply go with this. A ball is dropped from a tower, reaches ground in 4 seconds. The velocity of the impact of the ball is. Okay, we need to use this formula. A is equals to Vf minus Vi over T.
Y acceleration.
This formula used किया हमने.
Yeah, but why?
We need to rearrange this formula now. Because freely fall कर रहा है तो A would be replaced by G into T equals to Vf minus Vi. And they have asked us to find out the impact speed. That is the initial final velocity उन्होंने पूछा. हाँ, final. So final would be equals to Vf minus Vi. And the object is falling downward. $39.2.
Why?
We'll put the values in the question. G is 9.8 into time, which is 4, and initial velocity 0. So 4 into 9.8 is 39.2.
Okay.
Using this form. Initial velocity is 0.
Okay.
Which of the following distance time graph represent the increasing speed? And which do we have the increasing speed? Is it
B. Okay.
B?
Yeah.
Distance time graph.
But can't it be C also?
But उसमें curve है ना हमारे पास. Acceleration उसमें constant नहीं है. Speed is increasing. इसमें acceleration constant नहीं होगी. ये तो होना भी नहीं था. A and B out of this इसमें increasing. इसमें acceleration constant. Speed increase. Only the speed is increasing. Okay. Conceptual question. Or should we do the numericals first?
Anything is fine.
Let's do the numericals first.
Okay.
Let me copy the numericals onto the notes area. Redo it for you. So meters to kilometers is divided by thousands. Okay. And seconds to hours is divided by 1/3600. So whenever we are going from meters per seconds to kilometers per hour, we will do it 1/1000 into 1/13600. It would become 3600 over thousands kilometers per hour. And kilometers per hour, it would be the opposite. Okay? So it would be 1000 over 3600 meters per second. Okay? Just keep this in your mind. Meters per second to kilometers per hour is equals to 3600 over thousands, and kilometers per hour to meters per second is 1000 over 3600. The reciprocal of it, basically. And for the safekeeping, if it's 1/1000 divided by 1/13600, this would go in the denominator, and this would go in the numerator. So it would be 3600 over 1000. If we have a fraction in the numerator, and this is denominator fraction. ठीक है? अब डिनोमिनेटर की फ्रैक्शन के अंदर 1 is numerator, let me use another color, and 36 is denominator. The denominator of this fraction would go in the numerator, and the numerator will remain in the denominator part. So if it's, let me write it like this. If it's A over B and C over D, like this, this would remain here, and this would remain in its respective places. So it would be A over C into, now this would go in the numerator and this would go in the denominator. So it would be D over B. अगर आप इसी जगह पे न्यूमेरिकल वैल्यूज पुट करते हो तो उसके ऊपर अब हमारे पास A क्या था 1, B क्या था thousands, C क्या था it was 1 and D was 3600. So A की जगह पे क्या आ जाएगा हमारे पास 1, C की जगह पे I will have 1, D की जगह पे हमारे पास क्या आ जाएगा 3600 and B की जगह पे क्या आ जाएगा 1000. So 36 into 1 would be 3600 and 1 into 1000 would be 1000. So meters per second to kilometers per hour is equals to 3600 over thousands, and kilometers per hours to meters per second is the opposite, 1000 over 36. Can you keep this in your mind now and the rules as well?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. अब नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन में उसने किलोमीटर्स पर आवर स्क्वायर लिखा हुआ है, हमने सिर्फ किलोमीटर्स पर आवर किया है. ठीक है, तो अगर आवर स्क्वायर हो जाएगा तो 3600 का क्या ले लेंगे आप, सिंपली स्क्वायर ले लेंगे. अभी तक हमारी सिंपल meters per seconds and kilometers per hours में थे. For example, if they have asked us to kilometers per hour square से meters per second square में जाना है, so what will we do? अब देखो किलोमीटर्स एंड मीटर्स के अंदर कोई चेंज नहीं आया, वो एज इट इज रहेगा. आवर्स का स्केयर आ गया यहाँ पे, आवर्स इन सेकेंड्स का, तो हम सिर्फ उसका स्केयर ले लेंगे। एंड सेम गोज फॉर, अगर मीटर्स पर सेकेंड स्केयर से किलोमीटर्स पर आवर स्केयर में जाना है, तो अब मीटर्स में कोई चेंज नहीं आया, सिर्फ आवर्स में चेंज आया, तो उसका हम लोग क्या ले लेंगे, स्केयर ले लेंगे। ओके,
Okay.
दी ऑपोजिट, बस आपने इसमें अब कंफ्यूज नहीं होना। आप देखो किलोमीटर्स के अंदर उसने अगर किलोमीटर का स्केयर उसने लिखा होता, किलोमीटर स्केयर टू आवर स्केयर, तो हम किलोमीटर्स का भी स्केयर ले लेते। जिसका स्केयर उसने लिया सिर्फ हम उस क्वांटिटी का स्केयर लेंगे अपने। Since they have taken the scare of time only, so हमने टाइम वाले फैक्टर का स्केयर ले, और कुछ भी।
Okay.
अब सी पार्ट क्या था, सी पार्ट वाज, अब आप मुझे खुद बताना इन फ्रैक्शंस को यूज करते हुए, ठीक है। आई एम राइटिंग द सी पार्ट नाउ। इट्स 15 किलोमीटर्स पर आवर स्केयर टू मीटर्स पर सेकेंड स्केयर। कौन सा वाला यूज करेंगे?
Converted by multiplying by the fraction 1,000 over 3,600
तो
squared.
15 times 1000 over 3600 स्केयर, ठीक है। अब डी पार्ट में उसने हमें क्या बोला हुआ है, 1 मीटर पर सेकेंड स्क्वायर से किलोमीटर पर आवर स्क्वायर में जाना है। अब कौन सी फ्रैक्शन यूज करेंगे, ये लास्ट वाली। सो 1 इंटू 3600 स्क्वायर डिवाइडेड बाय 1000। तो थोड़ा समझ में आया?
Yes.
We have only a few minutes left of the class now. Let's do the next question. In 10 seconds, a cyclone increases from 5 kilometers per hour to 7 kilometers per hour, while a car moves from rest to 20 kilometers per hour in the same time. Calculate and compare the acceleration in each case. Time is into seconds. So the choice is yours कि आप टाइम को कन्वर्ट कर दो सेकंड आवर्स में, या बाकी चीजों को कन्वर्ट कर लो। सिंस वी हैव डन इट बिफोर, अब आप मुझे बताओ 5 किलोमीटर्स पर आवर से मीटर्स पर सेकेंड्स में जाने के लिए हम क्या करेंगे?
Multiply by 1,000 over 3,600.
यस, सो 5 into 1000 डिवाइडेड बाय 3600, क्या आंसर आ रहा है इसका?
5,000 over 3,600 and
1.39 meters per second. And 7 kilometers per hours to meters per second करेंगे तो क्या करेंगे? Again the same thing, 7 into 1000 divided by 3600. This is giving us 1.94 meters per second. And last quantity at 20 kilometers per hours to meters per second. This is giving us 5.5 meters per second. अब ये सब डाटा हम लोग नोट कर लेते हैं नीचे। Time is 10 seconds. Cyclist velocity, initial velocity is 5 kilometers per hour, जो convert होगी क्या होगी थी 1.39 meters per second. Cyclist final velocity is 7 kilometers per hour, and after converting to meters per second, so 1.94 meters per second हो गया था. And कार की initial velocity कितनी थी, उसने रेस्ट से स्टार्ट किया, तो it means it would be 0 meters per second. And final velocity of the car is हमारे पास 20 kilometers था per hour, which converted to 5.5 meters per second. Am I clear यहाँ तक? This is our data.
yeah.
शीनो बेटा, अगर किसी भी चीज में कंफ्यूजन है अभी क्लियर आउट कर लेना।
Yeah, I understand it.
अब उसने हमें एक्सेलरेशन दोनों की कैलकुलेट करने को बोली हुई है। अब साइक्लिस्ट की एक्सेलरेशन पहले कैलकुलेट करेंगे। इट वुड बी इक्वल्स टू A is equals to VF minus VI over T for cyclist. And the values are final velocity is 1.94, initial velocity is 1.39, and the time was 10 seconds. It would be equals to 0.055 meter per second square. And for car, initial velocity is 0, final velocity is 5.5, so 5.5 minus 0. Time उससे का same ही रहेगा. 5.5 divided by 10 would be 0.55 meter per second square. अब हमने दोनों का डिफरेंस फाइंड आउट करना था. तो car has an acceleration of 0.55 and cyclist has an acceleration of 0.055. So whose acceleration is greater?
The car.
ठीक है. Next question is, do you have your book open at your end?
Yes.
Okay. Data मुझे बताएं. What data do we have for the next question? A ball is thrown straight up and it took 2 seconds to reach up the top, after which it started falling back. What was the speed with which the ball was thrown? Which means we need to calculate the initial speed. Final velocity would be 0 because at maximum height, v becomes 0. Final velocity is 0. Time उसने हमें कितना दिया हुआ है? 2 seconds. And again हम वही वाला formula use करेंगे. Vf is equals to Vi plus AT. And as since the ball is going up, so A would be replaced with minus G. मैंने ये वाला formula rearrange किया. A is equals to Vf minus Vi over T. So this T here, AT is equals to Vf minus Vi, and Vf would be equals to Vi plus 8. ठीक है?
Okay.
And this is the formula I'm using. A is replaced by minus G because the ball is going up. So initial velocity we need to calculate. Final velocity is 0. Because maximum height पे velocity क्या होगी? 0. So 0 is equals to initial plus A की जगह पे minus 9.8 and time was 2 seconds. I'll add it on the other side. So 9.8 into 2 is 19.6. So initial velocity would be 19.6 meters per second. Do you get this one?
Yeah, I understand.
Okay. For question number 4, a car is moving with uniform speed of velocity 20 meters per second for 20 seconds. The brakes are then applied and it comes to rest with a uniform deceleration in 30 seconds. Plot the graph to calculate the distance using the speed time graph. Okay. It's going with uniform velocity. Speed time graph में उसने हमें calculate करने को बोला होगा. Okay. Or something like that. For 20 seconds, it moved with uniform speed, and for the next 10 seconds, it moved with the deceleration. So the velocity was 20. Area in the graph हमारे पास क्या लगेगा? base into height plus 1 by 2 base into height. Base is 20 and height is 20 plus 1 by 2. Base now is 10 and height is again 20. Do you get the graph?
Yeah, can you solve it a bit slower? I'm trying to solve it side by side.
I'll send you the notes now. Just focus on the understand. I'll send you this copy. Just understand what we are doing, right? You do not need to write it down at here. I'll send you the recording and the notes together.
Okay.
Just understand the question. Should I continue?
Yes.
20 into 20 would be 400 and 5 into 20 is 100. So the final 2 into 5, 5 into 10, sorry. अच्छा decelerate उसने 30 seconds में किया है. Sorry, I did a mistake. That is time का factor कितना होगा? 20 में 30 seconds add करें तो कितना बनता है? 50 seconds. It decelerated in 50 seconds. तो यहाँ 50 है. Because 20 already था. It applied the brake and 20 seconds and stopped in 30 seconds. So 30 after 20 after 30 seconds after 20 would be 50. So here it's to be 1 by 2. Base is 30 and height is 20. So 10, 400 plus 300, I think it's 700 meters. Okay. Or no?
Yeah, I understand.
Next is a girl starts her motion by racing a bicycle in a straight line at a speed of 50 kilometers per hour. Her speed is changing at a constant rate. If she stops after 60 seconds, what is her acceleration? Which means final velocity is 0. Because she stops. And initial velocity is 50 kilometers per hour. Converts to meters per second. क्या करेंगे?
Multiply
Kilometers.
by 1000 divided by 600.
Yes, times 1000 divided by 3600. क्या आंसर आ रहा है इसका?
1 second. 13.9.
13.9 meters per second. And we are supposed to calculate the acceleration, and the time is given as 60 seconds. So A equals to Vf minus Vi over T. Final velocity क्या था? 0. Initial was 13.9 and time was 60. So minus 13.9 divided by 60. What do we have?
Yeah. Why is the answer 0.223 meters squared in the book?
Do we have answers in the book?
Yeah.
Oh, तो मीटर पर सेकंड ही आएगा ना? एक्सेलरेशन का यूनिट मीटर्स पर सेकंड स्क्वायर ही होता है.
Yeah, but their answer is 0.23 positive.
वो माइनस का साइन हम we do not write the minus signs wrong with it.
Oh, okay.
Minus sign is only showing the decreasing. That's it. Nothing else.
Okay. So you don't write it for the acceleration.
Answers yes until unless asked. उससे आपके
Okay.
आंसर पे तो कोई इफेक्ट नहीं पड़ेगा ना, इट्स ओनली नेगेटिव और नॉट नेगेटिव, कैलकुलेशंस में कोई इफेक्ट नहीं आएगा.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have a speed time graph given us. Let me copy that graph here. So that मुझे गंदा सा ग्राफ ना बनाना पड़े. My drawing is really bad. And so is my writing. अभी तक तो पता लग ही गया होगा. आउट ऑफ कर्टेसी बंदा बोल देता है नहीं सर इतनी भी बुरी नहीं है, लेकिन नहीं, ठीक है भाई. ओके. नेक्स्ट फर्स्ट पार्ट में से बोला है which part of the graph is showing acceleration, deceleration and zero acceleration. You will give me the answer.
Okay. Part. Mm, okay, 1 second. Mm, um, part A to B is showing acceleration.
Yes.
Sorry, yeah, A to B, and part B to C it's just constant speed, uniform speed. Part C to D is showing deceleration, and sorry,
Gotcha.
line
बस ये
B
पूछा.
shows zero acceleration.
C to D
Okay,
is deceleration. Okay. Next
yeah.
part में उन्होंने हमसे पूछा है calculate the distance covered from 10 seconds to 20 seconds. 10 seconds to 20 seconds हमारे पास क्या shape बन रही है? Rectangle की.
10 seconds. Yep.
So base into height. Base की value क्या बन रही है?
Did 10.
And height.
Height is 50.
So 500 meters.
500 meters square.
नहीं just meters. Distance है. Meter squares क्यों लिखेंगे?
Uh,
Because unit भी बना लेते हैं ना. 10
yeah, okay.
seconds into 50 meters per second. So second से cancel out हो गया. And we got 50.
Yeah, okay.
See you on Monday, inshallah.